The hierarchy of the Moana universe is about to change. That's right, the second movie might have just hit cinemas, but Disney is already looking ahead to a third. And if the trilogy's conclusion promises anything, it's a clash of the gods. How's that gonna go down? We've got it all covered right here, so don't go anywhere. Let's talk about Moana 2. Yeah, it took some heat from critics and didn't exactly crush it on Rotten Tomatoes, but hear me out. It does a lot to expand the Moana universe. There's so much world building going on, pulling in even more from Polynesian mythology. And with that comes loads of new lore. Sure, I get why some older audiences or critics might have felt underwhelmed, but for younger fans and hardcore Moana stans, this is a buffet. Remember when Disney used to expand their biggest hits into full-on franchises? That's exactly what they're doing here. And honestly, I think it works. The biggest example of this world building? Oh, you know where this is going. That death scene. Before we dive into that massive moment, let's set the stage real quick. In Moana 2, our favorite wayfinder is on another epic quest. This time, she's trying to restore the ocean currents and reconnect isolated tribes. Why? Because the storm god Nalo cursed humanity, sinking the island of Motafetu and severing the ties between civilizations. With help from Maui and her new crew, Moana faces near impossible odds to break the curse. Here it is, the moment you all clicked for. The movie's climax sees Maui finding the cursed island and trying to raise it back above the waves. But before he can finish, Nalo steps in and strips him of his powers. That's right, Maui gets completely wrecked. So Moana does what Moana does best. She takes matters into her own hands. She dives into the ocean, determined to reach the island. If she can just touch the shore, she'll break the curse. And she does it, but not without a cost. Nalo strikes her with lightning, and for a gut-wrenching moment, it looks like Moana has died. This is where the movie goes full emotional roller coaster. Maui and the audience are left stunned, until the spirits of Moana's ancestors show up. Not only do they bring her back to life, but they give her some upgrades, which is probably best described by this scene from one of my favorite Disney movies.
This is impossible! You can't be alive, you'd have to be a god?
Yep, Moana is now a demigod, just like Maui. The film doesn't fully explore what this means for her, but we do get some hints. Her oar becomes her equivalent of Maui's fishhook, letting her channel some incredible powers. By the end, we see her shaping the tides and moving water with pure force of will. So what's next? The implications for Moana 3 are massive. First, let's ask the big question. Is Moana already a full demigod, or does she still need to earn it? Some fans are theorizing we might see her go full Hercules in the third movie, completing her journey to godhood. Personally, I'd love to see a time jump where Moana starts the next movie as a full-on demigod. Let her flex those powers from the get-go. And then, there's the post-credit scene. Oh boy. It teases a clash of the gods, with Nalo gearing up to finish what he started Thanos style. Here's the thing that gets me excited. We already know Nalo can strip demigods of their powers, so the stakes are sky high. But I'm really hoping Disney goes all in and brings more gods into the mix. Imagine Moana and Maui taking on a whole pantheon of deities that Nalo has recruited to his cause. Of course, there's so much more to unpack about Moana 3, and we are actually working on a list of gods that could appear in the third movie. But for now, I want to hear from you. What did you think of Moana 2? Are you hyped about Moana's power upgrade? And the big one, do you think she's already a demigod, or is she still working toward it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button because there's so much more Moana content on the way. Oh, and why not check out my breakdown of that epic post-credit scene right now?
This is impossible! You can't be alive, you'd have to be a god?
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Funky crab legs. Funky crab legs.
And then comes the real kicker. Tamatoa is back. That's right. The shiny scene-stealing crab from Moana makes a dramatic entrance.
Grandma.
He joins Nalo and Matangi, expressing his lingering grudge against Moana and Maui for tricking